Today I'll be teaching On the Ground by ROSÉ from Blackpink. Keep in mind that this video is mirrored and feel free to change up the speed of this video using the YouTube settings. Don't forget to stretch before you begin dancing and make sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's start. I'll be teaching the pre-chorus and chorus for On the Ground. So on count 1, you're going to take a step with your right leg, and then on count 3, take another step with your left leg, and then you're going to do right, left, right together. Okay, so one more time, let's go over the counts. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's add the upper body. When you take a step with your right leg, have your left hand come up here and go back. So 1. And then on 3, when you take a step with your left foot, have your right hand come right here and touch your neck and come down just a little bit. So this is on 3, 4. Okay? And then for the next few steps, we're doing 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go over the hands. So on 5, cross both of your arms like this with the left one on the bottom and right one on top. So like this. So cross on 5, open on 6, push out on 7, and then bring them back in on 8. Okay, one more time. So 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you add that with the footwork, it goes like this. 5, 6, 7, 8. Moving on, we're going to shift our weight from being centered to this. So my hip goes to the left side a little bit and pop the right knee. And that's on 1. At the same time, have our hands come out to here, shoulder level. Okay, so that's going to be on count 1. And then you're going to have your hands flick and then flick back. Okay, so flick out, flick back, and then put them down. So this is going to be on count 1 and 2 and 3. On 3, bring up our right hand to this level, and then our left hand goes all the way up to here. And throughout this whole time, your legs are not moving. Okay, so on 3, you go up to here, and then 3 and you're going to have both of your hands go into fists. On 4, open them up, and then on 4 and just gently place your hands on your body. So it goes 3 and 4 and. So let's connect this to the previous move. We were here on 8, and then we're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And a little detail here is on 3, when you bring both of your hands up, ROSÉ likes to lift up her head just a little bit. Okay, moving on 5, you're gonna have your right hand go out like that. So point out your index finger and go down like that. And that's gonna be on counts 5, 6, 7. At the same time, we're going to take a step out with our right foot and still have your toes face to the left side. And we're gonna bend our knees and lower our body and eventually bring this knee in so we get into this position. Okay, so one more time. You're here on 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. And having our right hand on top of the left knee. On 1, we're going to come up, so gently tap your left knee with your right hand and then come up like that. So when you come up, make sure to have your hip go up like this. So your hips should stick out towards the right side. Okay, so we're here on 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 3, 4, I'm switching my weight to go to the left side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And as I do this, she does a free hand thing. So you can either do this, or you can do this, or play with your hair. It's pretty free for this count and the next 2 counts because she likes to vary it up a little bit. So feel free to just do something with your right hand. Okay? So after we come up on 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to walk backwards 2 steps, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the next 8 count on 1, we're going to take a small step in place, just like that. At the same time, your hip should go to the right, and then you're going to twist and shift your weight to the left. And that's also when your hip is now more towards the left side. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 3, and then on 4, slide back with your right leg. Now let's add on the upper body. So on 1, when you step, you're going to have your hands come up like that. And then on 2, they're going to cross. On 3, they're gonna open. And then on 4, they're going to flick upwards like that. Okay, let me demonstrate from this side. So at the end of 3, you're like this. Bring in both of your hands. Right hand come in first, and then left hand, and flick like that. Except you're going to be facing forward, okay? So let's add on those arm movements with the feet on 1, okay? 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And for 5, 6, 7, 8, Rosé actually has 2 backup dancers who help her go all the way onto the ground and flat and straight on the ground. However, if you're dancing by yourself, just like me, it's quite impossible to do the move exactly like her without help from other people. So you can slightly modify it to make sure you go down safely and comfortably. For example, you can just like bend like this and make sure you eventually go to the ground like this with your left leg up, okay? So make sure you don't injure yourself and go down slowly and safely. So now let's go over everything we taught so far from the top to here, slowly with counts, and then with 75% speed music, and then full speed. Starting from this move on count 1, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and onto the ground.
I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground. I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like. Look at me, I'm never coming down. I work my whole life just to get high, just to realize everything I need is on the, everything I need is on the ground.
Moving on to the next section. So for this whole part where she's on the ground, I'm actually going to be teaching standing up, just so you can have a clear picture of what her upper body is doing. And she doesn't really do much with her legs anyway, so I think this will be a better way to show the movements, okay? So let's pretend that throughout this whole time we're on the ground with our left knee up, okay? So this is what you should look like when you're actually on the ground. Okay, now let's just go over the upper body movements. So turn both of your hands this way, so palm facing back, and you're going to slide them down like this, okay? And this is going to be on counts 1, 2. At the same time, have your chest do a chest roll counterclockwise twice, starting from the right side from that angle. So it goes right and right, okay? So combine that with this, but make sure the chest is super subtle, okay? So it goes 1, 2. Throughout this whole time, your hands should be touching the floor. And then you're gonna do 3 and. On 3, bring in both of your hands like this. And then push. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, so what I did was have your right arm come up here and twirl this way. At the same time, have your left hand twirl the other way, and they come together and meet in the middle like that, and slightly slanted like this, okay? So this is on 3 and 4 and. So for the next move, you're gonna bring your left arm to here, bring your right arm to here, and make sure both of your arms are slightly bent. So see how the elbow's bent like that? And the left one is higher and the right one is lower. And this is on count 5, okay? So on count 5, you're just gonna gently tap on 5 with your elbows, okay? So it goes 5 and. On and, make sure both are now on the same level. And this one's gonna shoot up both of your arms completely straight. If you look from the side, completely straight like that, all the way down throughout the counts 5 and 6 and, okay? So all together, it goes 5 and 6 and. Have both of your hands go out like that, and then come back in on 7 and. So this is 7 and. On 8, bring up your left hand to your waist, and then for the right arm, we're gonna have it go forward, and then a bigger one. So your right index finger is the highest, and your other fingers can just be slightly lower like that, and you're gonna go on the ground. So shoot forward, but when you're actually on the ground, you'll be shooting upwards, okay? And it's a small one and a bigger one. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your left hand still doesn't move, and your right hand's gonna come up here, your head, and then touch your shoulder and come down like that. Okay, so it goes 5, 6, 7, 8. And throughout this whole 8 count, feel free to move your neck like that. That's something that Rosé does, and it's really pretty. Just go left and right and left and right. For example, when you do on the ground, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now let's review those 2 8 counts. Just a reminder, throughout this whole time, we're supposed to be on the floor and with our left knee up like this, okay? Starting from this move, okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, moving on. After 7, 8, we're gonna have our hands crossed like this. So left hand on top of the right hand. You touch both of your shoulders. This is on 1 and. So on and, when she sings na, so you're gonna go 1 na. Okay, and slowly open up. Okay, so after you cross, you come here and slowly open up. Also have your head go to the left like that, and then you're gonna have your head go to the right and go to the left. This is when she sings na, but they can't hear me though, so you're like, can't hear me. Okay, so with counts, it goes 1 and 2 and 3, 4. This is when she sings, yeah, what goes up, it must come down. So on the yeah, we go yeah, and then slightly open up, and then one more time. And this is all in the lyrics. It's yeah, what goes, okay? Yeah, what goes. So 3 levels, in, mid, open. Yeah, what goes up. On up, have both of your hands go open, around, and clap. And that's on the word up. During this part is when you're actually gonna come up from the floor. So let's go onto the floor. We're here on, yeah, what goes up, it must come down. So on it must come down, you're pushing yourself upwards and also switching your legs while your left leg pushes out. Use that momentum to help yourself get up. So I'm kind of kicking and bringing myself up. Okay, one more time. So we're here on, yeah, what goes up, it must come down. And moving on to the very last 8 count. Now we're going to come up into this position. Okay, so this is on 1 where you place this foot down like that. And you can use the rest of your body to kind of help yourself get into that position. So your left knee comes here on 1, and then on 1 and, which is also when she sings na. You're gonna have your shoulder come up like this, and slightly lift up your body just a little bit. After we come up on na, which is on 1 and, we're gonna slowly just go back to the original position. So we sit back down, and for your left hand, gonna go like that. So twirl outwards, and then twirl upwards, and then hair back, and then front. Okay, one more time. So this is gonna be on counts 3 and 4 and. So back, front. On 5 and 6, we're gonna do left, right, left. So left hair, right hair, left hair. But one little detail here is sometimes instead of the right hair, Rosé likes to do a right shoulder, which you can also choose to do. So that one will look like this. It will go left, right, left. Okay? Left, right, left. And you can also add in a little bit of head when you do this move. 7, 8. On 7, 8, use your left hand to scoop yourself up. So 7, 8. And then we're done! So now let's go over the entire section 2, the chorus. So pretend that we're on the ground like this. Okay, starting from count 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Yeah, what goes up, it must come down. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7, 8.
Everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. But they don't need me though. Yeah, what goes up must come down. No, but they don't need me though. You're running out of time. Everything I need is on the ground. On the ground. Everything I need is on the ground. No, but they don't need me though. Yeah, what goes up must come down. No, but they don't need me though. You're running out of time.
Now let's go over everything slowly with counts. And at the end, I'll also do a version where I actually go onto the ground just for your reference. Okay, so starting from this move on count 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Yet what goes up, it must come down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8.
I work my whole life just to get